song?
Hush. No freaking theme
Thank
song.
you for being my friend.
Oh
Oh,
my God.
oh yeah.
We're rolling.
Oh my God.
Jesus. Get out of here. Really come rolling in here. Oh, okay. You ready? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's get it.
Okay. Hey, everyone. I know you guys will be tuning in later because we did not schedule a live show. We just decided to get on here because we had so much to talk about on the phone to each other. So I thought it would be a great idea to just get on the live and just share our discussions and feelings about what went down this past week on the 6th, unforgettable day that will make history, where pro Trump supporters um, stormed the Capitol as if they were storming the gates,
China
the
wall.
hills of Normandy.
No, the China wall.
The hills of Normandy, like some of them was dressed in battle. Like that just shows you those reenactments that some people participate in, when they dress up in the Viking gear and the Patriots gear and they pretend to march in the army. They are waiting for a moment like this.
Yep. Yep.
They were literally waiting for something like this.
Yep.
So they were really, really ready. And I'm looking at some of the pictures, and some of the pictures I've seen, they had they had army outfits on, helmets. It's just it just was horrible. So I mean, what did you think about it?
I just feel like it's a definition on how low these last 4 years basically is what happened last week. Is basically that's the summary that happened last week of these last 4 years. It show you how low the IQ of Trump supporters is. I'm not that for you to follow a man and to listen to a man that far that you storm Capitol like that, it show you how low your IQ is. It's no it's ands and buts around it.
And I think this was more about I guess I don't know. At first I was like, no, it's not a cult. But I really believe if Trump told everybody to pee in a cup and drink it,
And they will do that.
they would do it. Like
Mhm.
literally would do it. And that's why everybody was scared when he said about the bleach, because I guess they knew more than I did at the time. They have people that will literally
Listen
um
to Trump.
drink bleach because Trump said drink bleach. And that's scary that you're that in love with your president over your own thoughts and morals. Like
Even any
any
human
human,
being.
any human being has that much, like, oh my gosh, like it is just crazy. And I hear so many people talking about, you know, the antichrist is taking over the socialism and communism. But I'm like, we did not have that the last 8 years. So what are they talking about? It's like it just shows you the BS that's in their minds. They're so mad. This is what it boils down to. Boil down to. Um, not I'm not gonna say all white people. I'm not gonna say that because I have some of my best friends are white, and we don't even have the same views, but they're still my best friends. They're good people, and we just have different opinions and beliefs. Nothing's wrong with that. That's what make the world. But they do have some old white people, older people, not even older, but people with these thought patterns that just think that they're going to be so dominated and be the minority soon, and they're scared of that. So they do things, and they have done things in the past to suppress the black voter and minority voters, not even just black people, just minority voters that may vote against what their cause is. And one thing I've noticed, why do I hear echo? All of a sudden, I heard an echo. Okay, so one thing I've noticed that over the years, they wanted us to all vote on election day. We all know most minorities work not an 8 to 5 job. They have all hours of the day. They're at Walmart. They're in different fast food restaurants. They're at restaurants. They're not doing a typical 8 to 5. Where does that echo come from?
I don't know.
What? You know what it is. It disappears whenever you do. What are you doing? What happened?
I'm right here. I'm not doing nothing. I'm listening.
Oh, I don't know what that was. Anyway, so they always tell people to vote on election day, knowing that everybody is unable to get off on election day to go stand on them in the hours. I mean, in those lines for hours. So I feel like Joe Biden definitely, because they're gonna cook up something, and they're gonna cook up something major. They do need to put um IDs, voter ID registration in play, um to show IDs, or something needs to be in place, because I don't know what was happening, why people didn't have IDs or whatever they're complaining about. That should be in place. However, they lifted those restrictions because they thought it would advance them. So they definitely need to revisit the voter registration and ID laws, and also make it more accessible. I really enjoyed the drive-through voting. And
Yeah.
I know they all about patriotic patriots.
Let
We
me tell
stand
you
in
something.
line on election
Let me
day.
let me tell you something. I This year was the okay. So basically, this is my first year voting in Texas or whatever. This was my first year, but I was so amazed, and kind of I'm not surprised what happened last week because of the storm. But I mean they storming the Capitol outside of the place of the library. I don't know if I was at a library office. I don't know, but outside of the place, they had millions and millions Trump signs and Joe Biden signs. Okay,
Millions.
girl, it was bad. So you couldn't even see the grass. It was that bad.
What?
So girl. I think I took a picture of it. So when I was coming out of after I voted, I came out. A Trump supporter was picking a fight with a Biden supporter, and it was really about to fight in the middle of the parking
But
lot.
you got to realize he told them to go out there and start patrolling, and made them uh,
Exactly, but I'm just
and really, hold on, and really, the people really think that Trump appointed them personally to go stand and watch the people vote. Like, that's how they felt in their heart. Well, Trump want us to go. Like, Trump is gonna call their name out and say, "Hey, thank you so much for your dedication," and all. Like, they are so delusional that Trump really don't give a damn about them.
they don't. They
He
don't.
just don't.
They don't. But they are. I'm so happy. I can't wait till these next 4 years. We got the House and the Senate. That's just the best thing. It's we took. I feel like we took a hard. It was a hard time when it comes down to
Getting
us
laws
middle
passed.
class and lower. Us middle class and lower because um taxes went up, my insurance went up, like a lot of stuff went up. Grocery, oh my god, groceries went up. And where
Okay, I can speak for um a class that was in the middle, because I make great money. Is but and I get affected where I have to pay taxes. So far as finances wise, of course Trump is looking out for himself. So of course everybody that can benefit from it, he looked out for. So it kind of helped me out this past year, which was good. However, and this is the thing, some policies I agree with, some I don't. However, what was really the vocal point for me to make my decision was him and his white supremacy support. Like he don't we know he has it in him, but to not denounce it and say Proud Boys stand by and stand down and wait a minute. This was what he wanted. Proud Boys wait until I set you off, and he set them off on the 6th. So, and that's just the beginning. And like the FBI said today, they put out a statement that um, they have intel that there's other attacks planning in all 50 states.
And for
So
the elect, I mean the inauguration.
inaugurations, yes.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, going back to this battle, the Battle of Normandy, that's what they thought they were doing. Going back to this battle, this the most heavily guarded place was not guarded. They had maybe, mm, I could say, 100 cops out there, and for whatever reason, the National Guard was told to traffic the streets instead of patrolling the Capitol. And the director said that they have to get permission, granted permission to even go down there to help out. They can't just go down there because somebody called for help. They have to get the guards ready, get them armored up, and have them assessed and briefed on the situation so they know what they need to do. So Trump, instead of him calling for help, him and Rudy Giuliani sitting in the office with their feet up there calling senators, asking them to still prolong the election. They just need more time. I mean, not the election, the electoral votes because they needed more time to see if the legislators can do anything. But that just shows you Mike Pence had to, and I think somebody else, the defense secretary, somebody else had to call the National Guard to help. And by that time, that scene where that police officer is getting crushed is
Oh yeah,
horrible.
the one that got killed. They supposed to be Blue Lives Matter, baby.
Um,
Not that day.
nah, that day it was like you either with us or against us, and they were prepared to die. Some of them, they were prepared to die, and that's why I said if you were blacking out there, if you saw one of those girls, she was out there, and a lady tried to take her phone, and the lady, she punched the lady in the face, and all of them they brought her to the police, and they went to fighting again. It was just horrible. And one girl, she was in oh my god, what town that was it New York? I can't remember what town she was in, but anyway, she was just walking past the protesters, and they started saying black lives don't matter, all lives matter, chasing her down. They end up ripping her wig off, punching her in the face. This other guy that was out there for Trump ended up wrapping his arms around her. They pepper sprayed him for wrapping his arms around her, and he just held her. He said, "I gotta protect you, or they're gonna kill you." Like this is crazy.
They
So
be so emotional, girl, because it's just like, how is they allowed to get away with this stuff? Black Lives Matter could never do anything like that. We could never. The little things we could do, we could never do what they did. Period. It just show you the white privilege that runs in the veins of this country. the white
Yeah,
privilege.
because I think, okay, for them not to even, like, if they feel comfortable enough to be walking around the street armed with big, big, right, like big guns, and not feel any type of way about it, because I know my rights. If black people was to come, protesters were to walk down the streets with those kind of guns, we're automatically gonna get sprayed with bullets, rubber bullets or something.
Bullets, period. You know,
Yeah, it's gonna look bad. It's just gonna look bad. Period. It's just a bad look on us to be walking as if we're not. We will always have to walk like Martin Luther King in order to. And even if we are walking like Martin Luther King, it doesn't even matter. You
it
know what I'm
doesn't.
saying?
It doesn't. Just
And,
like that
and
young
they
man.
say they keep saying that they walked to the Capitol like Martin Luther King. So can you even imagine Martin Luther King running up in there beating on police officers and running through the? Come on
That
now, it's no comparison.
even the Black Panther, like they try to compare the situation where the Black Panthers stormed the Capitol, but it was the capital of California, and they did not even storm it. It was a public place that was, at that time had open to carry, and when they didn't tear up anything, they didn't mess up anything. When authorities asked for their guns, they gave them to them. Everything they did was by law. Okay, so they can't compare to that. What they shown the other day, I hope they go down every single one of it. Even the little
The
white
ones that
lady,
just
the
the
white
ones that
lady,
just went.
no, even the white lady who was getting help walking down the stairs. I hope she
Hmm?
goes.
Who was getting help walking down the stairs?
Girl, the white lady, the little older white lady, the older white lady was getting help walking down the stairs of the Capitol, and the police was helping her walking down the stairs.
Well, I mean, some people say they were let in, right? So I
It
feel like those people that were let in, that just
doesn't matter.
walked through those little ropes, those they're not really going to get a sentence or anything or any kind of charges because they were let in. You can see on the tape where the police is just standing there looking at him saying, "I don't think nobody's supposed to come in here," and but he ain't gonna say that. That's how scared they was. Like y'all
Right.
was scared as police officers, really? And then, but see, on the other wing, the west wing, I think that was the east wing or west wing, the other rioters broke in. That was a different. Now, them, all those that came up through that way, they need to go down. I'm with them.
Okay. Uh-huh.
They need
Yeah,
to go
because
down.
you saw that black policeman.
Yeah.
Actually, the black policeman saved all them citizens, the people in that chamber,
Yes, they
because
do.
they ain't have nobody protecting that chamber. They had nobody, and he saw that, and girl, he pushed, pushed that man and had all the whole crowd chasing after him.
But let's just say this, and this is one thing that I really am concerned about. Let's just say that the law-abiding Second Amendment, I agree with guns. We have guns here. I agree with them, but just let's say I don't agree with the AR. So
Right,
let's just say if all the people that be like, "Oh, we have a right to bear our AR," because it's really about the AR that
right,
they know we coming after, right? Not the
right.
other guns,
Not the
but
other
let's
guys.
not the other guns, but the
Right,
AR is very unnecessary. I don't care what they say. Even an animal shouldn't be shot up like that
like
unless
that.
you fighting the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Then yeah, bring all the
Yeah,
damn
I
AR.
know, right?
Jurassic Park.
Exactly.
You walk into Jurassic Park, then yes, you need to pick up your ARs and head down to Jurassic Park. I agree. But if they would have had those ARs, just imagine. Imagine.
Yeah.
Just
They don't.
imagine.
They don't care. They don't care. And then I hope the FBI. And then, girl, not only that, the man, what his name? The man who ordered organic food from jail.
Organic food.
Yeah, organic.
Who ordered organic food?
The man who had the helmet with the horns.
Who ordered that?
The man who, in a picture when he stormed the Capitol, he had the horn, the head with the horns.
Yeah. What?
He
Who said
ordered
that?
it. He was starving himself because he said because they were not giving him organic food.
Are you freaking kidding me? So
So
he ordered.
eventually,
So he ordered DoorDash.
no, they gave it to him, girl.
Who?
The police, the police, because you know he in jail right now.
So he got them sending him organic food. So,
To
if I go
jail.
to jail, I need to say I don't eat anything but filet mignon. I'm sorry,
Exactly, girl. They
and
are
lobster.
exactly.
Girl, and we
It
the
is a
taxpayers
shame,
is paying for him to get organic food. DoorDash.
girl. The white privilege that runs in this
Okay, so let
country.
me tell you about. Okay, I was watching CNN and Chris Como. He interviewed the guy that stole the
The
podium or
podium,
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah, the lectern, and for Nancy Pelosi. So his attorney said that he has 5 kids and his wife is a doctor, and he really didn't. He's not like the other guys. He's different and everything.
yeah, whatever.
But okay, he could be different, but he was the same to go in there and actually pick up something. He knew that okay, I could give him a pass if he just walked in there.
Wendy, he was there at
Hold
a
on.
Trump KKK rally.
Listen. If he was there just to walk in because they let him in, if he came on that side that I told you was let in, and he just walked around, took some pictures, and left, I could give him a pass. However,
There's
for
nobody
him to
paid.
pick up and steal something, and knowing that you wasn't supposed to steal it out of Nancy Pelosi's office, that's a crime, and he need to go down for that.
I,
And his
anybody who
wife,
thinks that
because
Trump,
his wife is a doctor, he
exactly, girl, they be
he
quick
he
to.
was able to get the best attorneys. He got some really good attorneys. But with that being said, he's what, a stay-at-home dad, and he got too much time on his hands. So he's decided to go do all this and go be like an a-hole with the rest of them. Way to
The
go,
thing
dad.
is, it's not. Let's cut it short. I mean, let's get to the point. He whoever was at that rally with Trump know what they was there for, to storm the Capitol. Okay? Because one, because they stand for races and they with a racist. You could
Well,
be
I don't agree. I
I
don't
do
agree.
agree. I do.
I don't agree because I feel like some of them was out there for Trump. They loved Trump and was, all about Trump. However, Trump told them, "Let's walk to the Capitol, and I'm gonna be there with you." As soon as they started walking, he hit a right and got in his car and left. And they continue to walk down there. Some of them didn't go in, you know, but they
But
knew what
I
was
feel like they know
happening.
what they was there
They
for.
knew what was no, they didn't originally go there to storm the Capitol.
Right. But
Some
they
of them did. No, some of them did. Now, hold on, take it back. Some of them did come there for a fight. Period. They didn't know what they was gonna do, but when he said go to the Capitol, now you gave them something to do. And once they got in, they didn't know what they wanted to do. Some of them didn't. Some of them was about that life and was willing to go string up Mike Pence or whoever they could have got their hands on. They would have done it because if they were doing that to police officers, they would have done it to them easily. Any senator or House representative, easily. That's just plain and simple. But
I hope whoever. kill that police officer, go down
All
all
of
the
it's a
way
bunch of, it's not
down.
whoever, who's at whomever. Like I mean, like who? I mean, not whoever. I don't want to single out one person. It was a bunch of them contributed to
Right.
that.
I say whoever.
And
Like all of them.
even the man that died from the stroke, the other police officers, they should be held accountable too. But see, when they impeach Trump, and because Trump is not resigning because he's such an a-hole, they can sue him. The people can sue him for wrongful death or whatever. He can have a lot of lawsuits. And the simple fact that he told them he was going to be there with them and didn't go, and what he was going to make up? Oh, I wanted to be there, but the Secret Service told me I can't. So, okay, all right, Trump. You told them people that you was going to walk side by side. You and Rudy Giuliani said, let's do it by combat. That's what Rudy Giuliani said. So he definitely needs to lose his lawyer's license because I really think that cocktail that they got from the COVID is doing something to their brain, scrambling their brain or something, because they're both losing it. They're really losing it. So okay, enough about these idiots. I hope they all go down like the FBI's eyes. They will get them, and I hope they do. Anything else you want to say on it before we move on to Trump?
I just hope they'll Trump eventually go to jail. He need to go to jail, but how the record shows of America, most likely he won't. He probably get probation.
Probation. Girl, they put Trump on
He
probation.
probably
That was
get probation,
hilarious.
girl. And or time
Trump,
already served for
look
some
how he looked.
reason.
It's not my fault. I didn't do anything. The people said that the people looked at the transcript, everything I said from start to finish, and they said it was totally appropriate. They said it was the best speech in history, the perfect speech. This dude got the same line every time, and I my oh, he's gonna get impeached tomorrow because I know Mike Pence was not going to revoke the 25th Amendment. I knew that wasn't going to happen. But the other person that I'm just sick of is Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham just got up there and made that big old speech because everybody was on against Trump. Trump lost. Yeah, it's over. I'm done with Trump. I supported him all this time, but it's over. This is enough. Now, today, he's on a plane with him to Texas, Alamo, Texas. Like, I don't understand. Like, I've never seen a bunch of spineless men in my life. Him,
Yep.
Ted
Anything
Cruz,
for
like
Paul.
he talked about Ted Cruz's wife like like really bad. Talked about her so bad, and now Ted Cruz is up there trying to about to give up his whole seat or get pushed out of the Senate because of his actions. And Jimmy Graham. I'm thinking about football. Lindsey Graham is just the biggest brown nose I ever seen in my life. But back on Trump. Trump, you know what you was doing. You put these dog whistles out there for people to hear and get fired up, and they think that the election was stolen from. If he would have just said, "Let's do a recount just to make sure," and blah blah blah, let's do a recount, and that would have been fine. But to say that the voters that voted for Joe Biden are not patriots. We're not Americans. We don't work. That kills me how they say Republicans. These people are hardworking Americans. They work hard and they're hardworking Americans. What the hell are we? Chopped liver? I work
Girl.
this. It's hard. So I get so
Girl.
sick of hearing it. Working hard
You
Americans.
cannot
What you say? What you say, Jasmine? Did we lose you? Yes, we lost Jasmine. While we're waiting for her, what I want to say is Trump, he knows what he's doing. He's a person that obviously um loves to get cookie points from his dad, making his dad proud, no matter what how hard his dad was on him. He wants to have all the power. So for him to have a taste of dictatorship is really what he wants. He wants to hear the crowd say, "Lock her up, stop the steal," um, all these little stupid little three chants that these people do. He wants to hear. He wants to hear those people say those chants. Like that fuels his fire. That turns him on. Look like really. So and his oh my God, his son Donald Jr. and his wife Kimberly, or girlfriend Kimberly. I mean, that girl. If you go, did you see the speech, Jasmine, that they did?
Let
At,
me in.
you're already in. What are you talking about?
Oh,
What the hell?
my God. Oh my God. So
Jesus.
I'm sorry, y'all. So, what
Did
speech?
you the speech that he did before they walked down there? Like, did you watch the whole rally?
I didn't watch the whole rally, but I watched some of it. But I want to watch all of it.
I watched all of it and I kept fast forwarding, and I was just looking at the people in the crowd. They kept playing Michael Jackson song
Oh my
over and over
God.
again. I'm like, who is the DJ? He keep playing the same song over and over again. So I don't know what the DJ was playing. Gloria, Gloria. It was I don't know what to say about that. But anyway, the DJ was
Mhm.
whack. Number two, um, it was long pauses in between um like speeches from different
Mhm.
people. So that was just weird. You know how you have like a concert and you have an intermediate um session where you can go get food and drinks and stuff.
Yes, girl. I
That's
just
what they
remember.
was doing it for in between each speech.
Well, you remember when they had the conference in front of the landfill?
Land was not no landfill.
Girl, it was
That was a
a
that wasn't a landfill. That was
landscaping company.
landscaping. Landfill. You know what a landfill? A
Yes, with
landfill
trash.
is the
That's how
trash.
that area. Yeah, but that's how that area looked. Huh? Did it
No,
look like that?
it was a construction site. A landfill looked 10 times worse. If they had it at a landfill, I
Girl,
wouldn't be surprised.
girl.
I would have not been surprised. But
It's embarrassing. This is embarrassing for America. Like we went to the golden, which is Obama, to Trump. Like
it is what it is. I'm just sick of him, and I'm ready for him to go because, like, if we had John McCain and like now Arizona Republican Party trying to censor um Cindy McCain because they feel like she helped them lose the seats. But I mean, first of all, if they had a Republican in there that had some empathy and morals, maybe it could be open for more Democrats or somebody in the middle that can compromise, a bipartisan person. And I think the best person we had to do that and to heal this country was Joe Biden. And a lot of Republicans saw that he would be somebody that wouldn't divide the country but unite the country, even with some views. I mean, some laws and beliefs would not be overturned from the other. It's just the simple fact that you would have somebody that is open to hear the other side. Not my way or no way. If not, you're out of here. So it's like I'm I'm really sick of him.
that's great. America got to have to learn how to work together on both sides, Republican and Democrat.
Yeah,
Um,
and I've been that person that could have. I mean, that's really in the middle. I'm not on some policies. I don't agree with it on the Democrat side, but I think the Democrats are more for the people. Republicans are more for the
Rich white people.
mm, in a way, yeah, with taxes and stuff, yes. But I think it works hand in hand. So you have the Republicans that will, like, let me just give you an example. So you have a business, right? I'm starting a business. A Republican will help me with lower my taxes and supply more money so I could put into the business that will then create more jobs to help the middle class. You see what I'm saying? So that's when the other person come in. I employ them, I help them, but the views are that the Democrats are more for the person that I'm employing. But see, you need me in order to give you the money for the job. You see what I'm saying? And I need to not be so taxed so high and all these restrictions and stuff that I have on me so I can actually pay you a decent salary. You see what I'm
But
saying?
you have to realize, if I feel like if it was a certain type of bracket, so like for instance, Amazon, Netflix is one of the two companies that don't pay taxes. Those are the two biggest companies in the world right now. Why are they not paying taxes? You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, right? It's some loopholes that they know how to go through because it's called giving to charity, giving a lot of money away so you can get a lot of money back. And that's just what it's about. You have to have the right lawyers, the right people in place to tell you all the loopholes and how to get around everything. You give a lot, you get a lot. And that's just how the saying goes. So, but when it comes down to businesses, that's where, they're saying the entrepreneur needs lower taxes so they can actually put it back into the um the neighborhood or whatever and employ more people. And then you have the people of the neighborhood saying, I need lower taxes as well, so I can get more money back for my income tax. No, I just need a higher raise and dividend so I can get more. But it's just they have to have somebody that can go in there in the middle and see it for what it is, you know. And if they are all these people that I knew that really couldn't stand Trump, they only it talked about, well, I voted for him for pro because he's pro life. They was looking for any reason to vote for Trump. Oh, he's pro life. Okay, so let's say, okay, you voted for him for his because you're pro-life, right? So, bam, I want Sally to go ahead and have a baby, um, because I'm pro-life. Now, Sally works at McDonald's. She can't afford to do anything. First, oh, no, let's just say this. Sally was raped. I don't want to say that, but let's say Sally was raped, right? She finds out she's
Right.
pregnant. Now, because I'm pro life, I'm going to tell Sally, hey, you can't abort that baby. You have to have that baby because I'm pro life and this is what I want for you. Now, this is how they think. I want this for you to have that baby. Now, Sally's saying, hey, I work at McDonald's. I can't afford to have this baby, nor do I want to have a baby and remind me of the most torturous time of my life, the worst time in my life. And the Republicans say, "Oh, go ahead, you have the baby anyway." So let's say she listened to the Republican. She go ahead and have the baby, right? So she has the baby. Now that she cannot afford to pay for daycare because she working, and when you hit a certain bracket, you can't get food stamps or daycare. Am I right?
That's true.
Okay, so now that she done had that baby and she can't afford to go on that, her best option is just to quit the job and just get food stamps and welfare. Now the Republicans talking about, oh, you ain't nothing because you're just on welfare and you want food stamps and this and all that. But hold up. I could have been this and I could have been that. But because you telling me what I should do with my body and with my circumstance, I'm in this situation. So now you have that the baby that grew up and he's getting pulled over because he has a hood on. Now you telling him he not supposed to be walking around with a hood on. He needs to comply. He needs to do all this. So you steady telling people how to do be and how to exist. Now this young man grows old and he's in a car. He gets pulled over by the cops. The cops don't like him or he trying to fight for his right. Whatever he's trying to do, that's unarmed and uh, handcuffed. You're now putting your neck on your knee on his neck. He can't breathe. So now you say, well, oh, he was a thug. He should have died. Like he had the right to die because he didn't he looked like a thug or he looked like he was on meth or something. So now you're not pro life. So Republicans, some of these Republicans are just some screwed up noodles. Their brains
They
is made
just
of
racist.
noodles.
That's it.
That
Let's
no,
call
their
it. They
brains
hide
are
as they hide behind that Christian religion, but how you pro life, but the orphanage is overfilled with children.
you pro life yet the kids are in cages and can't identify their parents and you for separating children.
You so pro life, and and it's a shame, but like I said, it go back to the IQ. It's
No,
not
it's
right.
called
How you
pro
could
assholes.
it right? It's just how can you put two puzzles together that don't even match?
What you
How?
mean?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What you
But
talking
at
about?
the end of the day, like I say, we I'm happy that Joe Biden is in office, and I'm looking for the months to come because Trump do need to go down. His he not only, oh my God, not only he pardoned people who did harsh.
Right, real stuff, like stuff.
Right.
Right.
Harsh. I mean, it's this man that shot up a whole van full of kids in Iraq, and he pouring this man just recently.
Yeah.
He just served 6 years. This
Yep.
man supposed to serve the rest
And
of
so
his
now
life,
he
but
feel like he can do that again, and that's why I want them to impeach Trump because this will prevent him from running again. This will prevent him from running again. If they don't impeach him, he can run again in 4 years, and we do not want that. We don't want that. And also another thing, he also I'm like, if you gonna pardon somebody, pardon. Oh, well, he can't pardon him. I was about to say Stephen Avery from what you call it, How to Make a Murder.
but you can't. They got it.
Yeah, that's by
Got that
state.
man locked down.
I can't wait till they get him out of there. But yeah, we just gotta. I'm just hoping they impeach him and Joe can get
If
in
you
there.
want to pardon somebody, dude, what that man name?
Tiger King. No, because he really gonna be really about Trump. So
I
he
thought he was
he
gonna
mad.
really
He mad. I think he
get
mad.
that
They
man
said
out of jail, but I guess not.
Kim Kardashian. He didn't need Kim Kardashian anymore once he lost. He said, "I don't need all. I tried to do all this, get some of these black people out of jail, and they still didn't vote me in." He forgot when he didn't say nothing about that white supremacy. That probably hurted the rest of his chances with whatever black people was gonna vote for him, whoever black was gonna vote for him. That really messed it up. But we gotta move along. So
Oh, it's cold.
what we're gonna do is give out a free knuckle sandwich. We got
Yes.
coupons. So anybody that really pissed you off and you really wanna send them this coupon. You holler at me. I got your coupon for you. You heard me. Uh,
And we can
Jasmine,
send them to them.
You go ahead and tell us who your free knuckle sandwich goes to today. Who you want to send a coupon to?
I want to send a coupon to the man in jail for the organic food.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he needs something to eat. So you're gonna
Give him a
send him.
knuckle sandwich.
Okay, so he gets the free knuckle sandwich. I'm gonna make sure I put him down. We gotta look up his name so we can. Do you know his name?
Yeah, it's on the internet.
We know that. God.
Ah,
Who was this girl? Um. Okay, so my knuckle
you
sandwich
know we
goes
not on
to
the phone.
what? What are you talking about? Hello? Oh my God, I don't know what she's talking about. But yeah, can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear
Hello?
me?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Can you hear me?
Hmm. Yes, I can hear you. What are you doing? Something's right or wrong. I'm moving on. Anyway, my knuckle sandwich, I'm sending a coupon to Miya Ponsetto. The this girl right here, she just does the most and really pisses me off. Hold on, let me let Jazzy back in. You're really getting on my nerves. Like, what are
I'm
you
sorry,
doing?
girl. I'm trying to.
It's doing the most. Okay, so my free knuckle sandwich goes to Miya Ponsetto, daddy girl, or whatever. Then she got the glasses on like she's sweet. She got the audacity to tell Gail King that I'm a 22-year old. I'm really usually sweet. And I just wanted my cell phone. So I was questioning people, to let them know, try to stop them because I was missing my cell phone. So okay, then Gail stops her and say, okay, well, it didn't look like that to us. If you look on the camera footage, you're attacking the 14-year-old man. uh 14? Oh, that's what he's claiming to be. 14? Okay, well, I'm just as young at heart. No, Miss Karen. No, Karen, you're a young Karen in training. You're 22. You're old enough to know that you're not supposed to put your hands on people. So obviously you were drunk because
Mhm.
TMZ just reported that she had vandalized a apartment or something, or a hotel, before she went down there to attack him. So I don't know what she was on, allegedly. I just don't know what she was on, but maybe she drunk too much Karen juice that morning and just was ready to go off on somebody and saw him and said, okay, my cell phone is missing, so he looks like he had my cell phone. And I hope he pressed charges on her. Not only charges, but a civil suit for embarrassing. I would say that I'm super embarrassed. It's time for Keisha's and Cantrell's, like men, black people, we need to turn into Karen this year. 2021, we need to be the new Karen. It's
We need to
over.
hit. We need to hit them where their pockets hurt. They mean if they
No,
say
we need to
something.
play it like this. Play it like
No,
them.
hit it where their pockets hurt. They gonna get away when they come down to jail, but hit it with their
Yeah,
pockets hurt.
listen.
Inform their employer. Get their word out. If they have a business, boycott their business.
Become the victim. You are a victim. And see, us as black people, we have a code that we do not like to say anything because we know we won't be believed. Like, so we like to just brush it under the rug, have a meeting about it. But no, I wish I'm waiting. I'm waiting for somebody to come in my yard telling me something. Oh, watch. Just watch what happens. I'm gonna be like, oh my God. You come here, you starting with me? Oh my gosh, I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops now. Right now. You wait right there. I'm gonna be the best Karen. I'm gonna try to win the Karen of the Year award. That's how you gotta play them this year. 2021 is all about Keisha's becoming Karen. Cause see, we usually loud and about to get ready to jump and pop the piss out of somebody.
They still
We need
won't
to,
believe. They still won't believe us, even if we call the police. I believe that let's take justice in our own hands
no,
and
no. It's you can't.
look,
They
look,
will. They
listen
will
to
believe us. No, listen. They will believe us. The problem why they won't believe us because we still acting like Keishas.
Wendy. Wendy, no, it's not. If
What's my
you
name? My
got
name is not
murders, you
Wendy.
have. Oh, I'm sorry, Twix. You have murders. You have murders that is captured by
Murders,
yes by the police. That the police
murderers.
no murders. They mean if George
Hmm.
Floyd murder happened on a camera and it still wasn't enough. So many
Was enough.
stuff is it wasn't enough. So you know what? I believe we have social media. We have Black Twitter, Black TikTok, Black Facebook. We could do we could take matters in our own hands and hit what the pockets hurt. They
That's
mean go
not
to
enough.
the employee, take their jobs,
That's
take
not
their.
enough. That is not
It
enough.
is
No, it's not.
enough.
No, it's not because guess what? How you gonna hit them in the pockets if nobody believe you? How you gonna hit them in their pockets? The only time
Because
the only time stuff be brought actually compensated for is because it's out in the social media in the world, meaning white and blacks know about it. Now, if something just on Black Twitter, how would Susie and Becky know about it? Nobody. That's not going to create the change we need. You can't just put everything on Black Twitter. It needs to be out in the open for everybody to see how this lady acting in ASS.
our community is very powerful.
Yeah, our community is just our community, but it has to create change
It's
amongst the other people.
they look. Let me tell you something. You know how it will be out there because they'll look for us for our fashion, our
Yes,
everything
nobody. That's not
else.
okay. When you keep
Just
thinking
so
like that, you're not gonna create any change if you keep stuff. If we keep okay, if we're keeping our stuff to ourselves and not letting anybody else in,
no,
it's
I'm
gonna
not
make a
saying
more
not letting
divisive.
anybody in, but I
You
feel
did.
like
You
the
said just
black
only post
community,
on a
the
Black
black
Twitter.
Twitter, black all that. I feel that they have a strong community that it could get some stuff
Oh,
done.
you're right because we gotta wait on Al Sharpton and
No, oh
all
my
them to come
God, you
down.
must don't know Black Twitter.
I
Baby, we
do
don't
see
need
Black
none
Twitter,
of that.
but what does Jasmine? That does not create a lot of stuff that we need change. The stuff, okay. So if we would have kept Mia on Black Twitter, that girl that did that, how would anybody else know
Black
about it?
Twitter actually got her the one that got to the news.
That's not true.
What?
Jasmine, that's not true. The man that's actually the son, I mean the father of the guy is a famous jazz musician. What are you talking about? I almost told you off on this one.
And my name is not Jasmine, it's Jazz.
You know what? You're getting on my nerves. You really are. First of
Oh,
all, he was a jazz musician, a famous jazz musician. He knows the local news people. He got it to the local news people. So know what you talking about, Kunta Kinte?
it's at the end of the day, is the police is like to say,
No,
it's
okay. Let me
about
tell you.
the
Hold
media.
on. Let me tell you. No, let me tell you something else. Okay, the girl that was jogging down the street in New York, a nice young black girl. She was chilling. She's chilling. She ain't being loud and crazy like we be doing sometimes. Now, I'm not gonna lie. We have some Keishas out there. I can be Keisha anytime I want to be Keisha, but I do know how to settle it down and be uh Carrie or something. You see what I'm saying? We know how to put it on and we know how to turn it off. So this particular girl, she's running down the street. This crazy white lady throws a water bottle at her for
Mm.
no reason. So what she could have did, she could have got Keisha on her and went back there and snatched her tail up and it would have been okay because
Something I would did.
yeah, something I would have did. We could have snatched her up, and she would have
Mhm.
been justified because she was
But
attacked.
she turned and
But
walked away.
she turned and walked away. and she kept going, but somebody else on the street caught it on camera and turned it into the police. You see what I'm saying? So then
Right.
when they interviewed her, she was a nice young lady. She was like, I was just walking down the street, and you know what? She said, I had already had a bad day, and I decided to be the bigger person. And you know what? The police went after the lady. They didn't know where this lady stayed, but they put out a wanted sign for anybody to know who this lady was, arrested her. She got fired and lost the job. That's when you turn into a Carrie. Now we can beat Keisha's, but when you keep it Carrie, you're gonna get some change. You're gonna get the change that you want to get a change. Then you can go back, turn up at the club, Keisha, because you done got Karen money from her. You see what I'm saying? You got to play all these roles to get what you got to get. I work in the corporate world. I know how these people play, how they play all
I know.
day. And I thought I beat them at their own game. The old me used to get. I got written up because I'm Keisha now. You know what I'm saying? So then I had to calm it down and say, you know what? I have to beat them at their own game. So any little thing that happens, I report it. Not report it to the boss, but like I'm saying, something that somebody picking on me that I knew was picking on me. Oh, I'm gonna copy my manager every time I send an email because you playing with me, I'm gonna win. I'm not playing checkers. You heard me? So I'm gonna beat them at their own game. So I keep it carry on them. And they try to pick at you because they want the Keisha to come out of you. That's what they want. They want the Keisha to come out of you, but you have to keep it carry on them. You have to keep it carry. Carry Washington. So it's a way to do this thing, but we're gonna send out these coupons to who you say you got. Oh, the guy. We gotta find out his name. The guy with the Viking hat on. We're gonna send him
Yeah.
a free knuckle sandwich coupon, and I'm gonna send Mia Patterson a coupon because she is just freak. I hope she take a good bite out of it because she just deserve whatever she get, and I hope she get the maximum sentence.
Yes, girl.
So she need to be
Hmm.
she need a lesson. She ain't learned her lesson yet, and got the nerve to say enough to Gail.
So you
I
took
wish
it.
I wish Oprah would have came out them bushes and say, "Look, girl, who you talk to?" and gave her that color purple punch. Remember when
Girl, you
Oprah was
ain't
in
not
color purple?
lying.
Now that's who we need. I just
Exactly.
what was her name on Color Purple?
I would have to
Oprah.
cut that interview short if she said, "Girl, I hear,
I would have
girl,
said, can y'all cut the cameras off real quick?
that lawyer told her to stop, 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 real quick."
I would have said, you know who I am? I'm Oprah friend. We will end you, girl. See, that would have been Keisha. I would have been Keisha and her. But
Oh,
I feel like she needs to
this
what's
live an
Oprah
hour
name on
long.
Color Purple? Look, will you hush? Jasmine, that's why I'm about to get you off of here. Why are you saying that on the live? This is your last live, so you ain't got to worry about it. How much this an hour? All right, well you can go because you're getting on my dog on nerves anyway. All right,
It was a good chat. All right, y'all.
no,
I
this
love
nigga said, no,
y'all. Peace, love,
ain't
and
nobody love you. No.
love you. Love my YouTube family.
Oh my God,
All,
just
all 20 of
so
y'all.
annoying. Oh, now you really
Oh,
mad.
subscribe.
Bye.
Oh, like, share, and
No,
subscribe. We forgot
no,
to say that.
no,
Like, share, and
no.
subscribe.
Don't like and share and subscribe because this is gonna be her last show anyway.
Like, share, and subscribe. You
Bye.
heard me get in the car. You just
Bye.
heard me.